Greetings everybody, this is Grizzly Bear 92 here, and welcome back to Shiny the Firefly. On the last episode, we actually got through levels 5, 6 and 7, and we attempted level 8. However, we did hit a slight, I suppose bump in the road is the best way to describe it. And by that I mean, we found some bees. They didn't want to be friends with us, and it made me really sad. And I'm honestly okay with it happening. Right. Normally I would panic there, but I felt that I knew I was going to be able to get there in time and save myself from such a death. Please. This fucking loud water. Jesus, they want to dig me. Go. I'm so glad I figured out that. Well, I didn't figure it out. I actually watched a guide and I saw. I don't know the person's name, but I saw someone actually do this in World 1. I think it was level 5. The first time that was something that needed to happen. I'm glad I watched them. So that I knew how you can land, and well, oh damn it! Oh my god! Oh my god! I missed a kid. I missed a child. Holy shit. I want to go back. This is the worst idea in existence, but go back again. Oh my god, I did it. And I got the coin medal too, which I'm glad for. Right, next level. This is level. Hang on, I do wanna check quickly. This is level 9. Oh my god, could I finish the game in this episode? Could this be the final episode of the Genuinely do not know. What is the point of all that? Like, really? Oh my god, really? Really? Yeah, okay, you know what? We're gonna start that again. Because I think I know what I need to do. I need to go over here. First of all. Because what I need to do is grab these. And then I can get these two. Go back here. Hopefully encounter no more effing spiders. Although I feel like this is exactly what's gonna happen. Oh my gosh. Ow! I am so impressed by that. I cannot believe that's what happened. I'm kind of glad as well that... Shit! Everything decided to go wrong there. Damn it. But I'm kind of impressed that... I'm kind of glad there's no huge background sound, because... you can at least hear me properly, much better than before. I am aware of the fact that yes, there is a huge issue with the sound in this game, especially. Like, I know that it's hard to hear me sometimes when I'm talking, and I can only apologise for that, because I am, you know, still. Obviously, I did just start, and I don't want to make that seem like it's such an excuse, but I am, of course, still working out all the logistics. God, I only look. Oh! Ow. Okay. Pretty short level. Kinda said. Ah, it was 3 seconds. I almost made it. Oh well, that's okay. Oh my god, this is level 10. There's only one more level left. I might actually finish the game. This episode. Or the series, rather. Oh my flipping god. Please stop. Need health badly. Game. Okay, oh, okay. That was... I do appreciate that. Oh. Quickly. There's a lot of coins in this level, actually. I've just realised. Wow, I don't even know how many I've collected already, but there are a shit ton of them. Can you stop, please? Oh my god. Oh my. Ow. Wow. Wow. That was... What the fuck hurt me? What in the actual hell hurt me? I knew that was going to happen. I could see it in my mind. Damn it, I wanted to save all of them. In the end. Couldn't. Terrible fun. Terrible! Why are all these seeds here? I'm really kind of worried. Why all of these seeds are here. Okay, so 1 medal at least. Not bad. Right. I think this is it. Oh my effing god, I'm at the actual boss. This is the final episode of Shiny the Firefly. I didn't think I'd ever make it, guys. I only need 2. Oh, it's flowers. I had a feeling it might be. Oh my fucking god, you are ugly. You are so ugly. Right. Okay. I can shoot them closed. Right, well, that would have been nice to know. Game, thanks for telling me. That is one big problem I have with this game. It doesn't tell me. Oh god. Right. Actually, that worked out really well. Shit. Ouch. Need that help. I did it. That was not a bad boss. Oh, my 4 children. Wow. That's it. I did it. I got all 3 burn. Wow. Impressive. Finally! Everything's back to normal. Congratulations! Shiny has found his lost babies and... Wait! Are you sure you found all of them? Don't miss Shiny's upcoming adventures! Stage Clear Studios. Oh, fucking hell, this is loud! Oh my god. Jesus Christ, that was fucking loud. You guys can still hear me because flipping heck, I've had to lower the head-up games. Oh, that was it, guys. Shiny the Firefly is over. Now, I suppose what I'm planning to do, I'm changing this up a little bit because I haven't really mentioned anything about the game as I've been playing as I did in my previous series, in Seasonal Mysteries and in Contrast. What I'm doing now is I'm gonna like save all that for the end. And so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the characters. The only real character there is to describe, of course, is. Well, I hope you can hear me as I'm talking through this, but the only character there is Shiny, who has essentially no personality, which for a game like this, I feel is appropriate. So, thumbs up on that, to be honest. I'm actually not too concerned about that. Now, the story, very basic story. You lost all your children because of some event or such, and you have to go and find all of them. And then once you do, that's it. Not much story in the game, which I feel could have been maybe done a little bit better. I feel like, especially to do with the bosses, they could have somehow linked the bosses into the incident and into the story with Shiny. I think that maybe would have been a bit better, but I don't know if it's a huge deal really with this game in particular. So I suppose that doesn't really bother me. The next thing I'm going to talk about is actually the art style of the game. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I did think that what they did with the game, in terms of the appearance of it and the sort of the appearance of the enemies and the levels and such, I did think the levels look gorgeous, by the way. Like some of the levels, especially the later ones with all the rose vines and the spider webs in between. I enjoyed all of that. I thought that was great. Actually, I really did. I did like the art style of this game, I do have to admit. And I thought, especially because it seems a very childish game, and the premise of the story is quite. Yeah, it's quite a basic thing that will apply to younger audiences, I suppose, is the best way to say it, or is the best way I think to describe it. And so I actually do think the art style is appropriate for this game, and I did actually enjoy it. The next thing I'm going to talk about, I've talked about the main character. I've talked about actually, to link to something else to link to the main characters, I can group into that is actually the enemies. I did think the enemies were varied, and I did actually enjoy the different types of enemies, and even the bosses I thought were actually quite creative. Um, because I just wasn't expecting. I mean, the first boss was flipping this ugly bee slug hybrid. The second boss was a centipede when I was expecting a frog, and the third boss was actually a plant, which was interesting. I did think that was and the mechanics for each were slightly different. It did all revolve around of you shooting those purple plant seeds, of course, because that's the only offensive capabilities you have. But what you needed to do with them was actually very different, and I did actually enjoy that. But I've talked about the characters, I've talked about the story, I've talked about the art, and now I have to talk about the mechanics of the game and how the game played and stuff. There were problems with the mechanics of the game. I did feel, as you saw, I did get very frustrated with certain bits. Like for example, the rocks where you had to push. Sometimes I would end up glitching behind them, or sometimes the enemy glitched behind them in one memorable scenario. Which I felt was kind of bullshit, and that could be that that was quite frustrating. The fact that and the bees as well, their um their cone of visibility was a bit dodgy every now and again, and so the frogs was the worst, absolute worst. The toads, hated it, absolutely hated those toads because there was no, if you were just a tiny pixel out of place, they would spot you and just, oh god, hit my microphone. They would spot you and just eat you, and that would be it. Game over. You have to start level again. I found very frustrating. So those little things that here and there that were a bit stupid. And one other thing that really bugged me in this game, haha, bugged me, Shiny the Firefly, or making connections there. But God, need to stop doing that. But the other thing that did frustrate me was, what was it? The when you got to certain, like for example, World One, Level 5, which I remember clearly. That was the bit with the giant column of water that constantly fell down, and you had to cling onto the walls. Now there was no hint as to what you were supposed to do there whatsoever. I didn't even know there was a button to land until I looked up the controls, and then I saw the guy doing it on the video, as I mentioned last episode. So that's quite bullshit. And the fact that there are certain bits of the game where it doesn't actually give you hints to what you're supposed to do, and it which and on especially the more confusing mechanics, when new mechanics are introduced and they're quite confusing, that I found that stupid. I didn't like that. Okay, because I can understand not trying to hold the player's hand while they're playing, but if you don't tell them all of the buttons that they need to know, like landing, then how the hell are you supposed to expect them to figure it out? Just press random buttons. I mean, it's just kind of stupid, really. But apart from that, overall, as my final word for this game, I actually kind of enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Not a game I would ever play through the whole thing again, from start to finish, but I'll be doing this off screen, but I will actually be going through and getting all of the stars and all of the achievements to do with it. The achievements are basically get all the stars of every single thing in each game in each world, in like all three sets of stars in every single one. Like, I got all the stars in this one. Got to do it in this one, Um, but I will be doing that off screen. But apart from that, I'm done with Shiny the Firefly. What will my next series be, I wonder? Interesting. I suppose you have to wait and see. So, thank you for joining me on this episode of Shiny the Firefly and the whole series of Shiny the Firefly. Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, comment or subscribe, telling me what you think of the episode and of the series. I greatly appreciate it, and I am grateful for all of the support that I've gotten, and that I hope will be given more. And I hope to see you guys on my next series. So, bye.